Dr. Miles Monroe once said, "When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable." That thing could be anything: a gift, a career, a relationship. But most tragically, that thing could be a life. Your life. We live in a world that fights against child abuse, drug abuse, sexual abuse, environmental abuse, and whatnot. But rarely do we confront life abuse. Yes, life abuse. When the purpose of a life is not known, abuse is not just possible, it's guaranteed. Living without direction, drifting, settling, dimming, wasting away. So let me ask, have you been abusing your life? Are you just existing without clarity, without a plan, without a goal, without purpose? It's time to break free, because you're never too young to live with intention, and you're never too old to make a right turn. This is GLOMILONE, one glowing milestone, a sacred space to discover, realign, and amplify purpose. Welcome.
Hello. Welcome to this episode. And yes, I want to appreciate you for staying. Thank you for listening. Thank you for helping yourself gain clarity. And again, I want to beg you, please do listen to this chronologically. Listen to it sequentially. Listen to it as we are dropping it. Don't say, I like this flyer more than this one. Oh, I like this title more than this one, so let me listen to this one first. Oh, let me listen to this one next. No, listen to it sequentially, chronologically, as it is in order. Right? Do you understand? So yes, this title or this episode is titled "The Means Justifies the End." And you might want to ask, what does the means justify the end? What does it have to do with purpose? Does not have any relation, or what is their relation? How do they relate? But yeah, the aim of GLOMILONE is not to teach you only what purpose is about. Okay, how to fulfill purpose, how to discover purpose, what is purpose, this and so on. No. We're going to be giving you those things that you don't consider as things that mean a whole lot of things, right? They have great gravity when it comes to fulfilling your purpose. I call it the nitty-gritties. Those small ingredients, like if you want to cook rice, your salt should not be as much as the rice, right? But the salt is as important as the rice. Well, some people can some weird people can eat rice like that, and it's kind of sweet. I think I like it without salt, but with salt is better. It's better, way better. Right? Food without salt is nah. Do you understand? So, but is salt the food? No, salt is not the food. But salt is the one that gives the food. It's the one that makes the food good. I was looking for that rhyme. I was looking for something that would rhyme. Yeah, I got it finally. So, salt is not the food, but salt is that thing that makes the food good. Do you understand? The salt is not it, but it is what makes it. If you get it, if you get it, shout. If you don't get it, listen again. Alright, so the means justifies the end. The means justifies the end. Now, let's break it down. What is the means? Right? The means, in my definition, right, is the process. The process is a very, very important factor in everything, every single thing, every single thing, every single thing, every single thing. The process, very important. Now, the end is results. The end is results. So the means justifies the end. That means the process justifies the result. The result does not justify the Let me. It seems I'm speaking English. Let me break it totally down. So when I say the means justify the end, I mean how you do it determines whether the result is good or bad. As simple as that. How you do it determines whether that thing that you did was good or bad, or is good or bad. How you do it. The process, the means is more important, and it is what determines if the end is really an end, if the result is really a result. We live in a world, or we are in a generation where people prioritize results more than the process. They don't care. They don't want to know the process of making money. They just want to bypass it. They just want to have it. I just want to have it. And so they go into a lot of fraudulent activities. They go into a lot of rituals. They go into a lot of rubbish. A whole lot of things. So, see, because they are more interested in results, and they don't regard the process. They don't see the process as something that is to be regarded, something that is important. And it's alarming. It's really, really, really alarming that people want to just get results, but they don't want to mind the process. They want to just do things, get things done, live their life to the best that they can without minding the process. I want to remind you again. You are not see. Let me tell you this. When I was, I said in GLOMILONE, you are actually getting trained, and you are getting lit up so that you can go and shine your light, not to just your life, because impact does not, the law of impact states that you should not point your light on yourself, but for others. It is others' lights that will benefit you. So I went to a school, secondary school, speaking to the children. We requested that, we get a chance, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes with the children, just talk to them. And, we did the first school, was it yesterday or the before yesterday? And one of the things I told them is that the two most painful things, like in their respective order, the first most painful thing in this world is the pain of birthing a child. The mother is in between death and life. Like, she's literally in between death and life. She does not know which one. She's there shouting in pain, thinking, should I just go? This pain is too much, or should I just finish what I started and just this pain is too much? And she abuses everybody. She insults the doctor. That pain is too much. And the second most painful thing on this earth is the pain of regret. The second most painful thing, pain of regret. You cannot go back. You will be like, had I known. And people say, had I known is the last statement of a fool. Had I known. How I wish I knew this early. Oh my God. I know a lot of people that are living in regrets presently. And I'll tell you a story. Of my boss. But let me tell you why I talked about regrets now. Now, see, people, they do things and they just feel like they are living their lives for themselves. And it is the lie of the devil. You cannot live your life for yourself. You didn't create your life. You cannot live your life for yourself. So you cannot do it your way. Do you understand? See. Let me explain to you. If this is your company, because it is your own company, everybody you employed them to fulfill the purpose that you intended for them to fulfill. So they should do it your way, because you were the one that brought them, just like you were the one that created them. You bought them, right, to your company. So do you understand? Now, God made you and He brought you to this earth, and you now say you want to do it your way. How foolish can that be? How Jesus how nonsensical. You can't do it your way. You cannot have it your way. You have to have it the way of the person that made the way safe, that made you, that made the world, that created the world system, that created your life, that created your soul, your spirit. You have to do it His way, the proper way that has been set. God said, okay, life is a race. For example, now, life is not, okay, I'm not saying life is a race, right? I'm just, for example, now, let's say God created everybody and He put everybody on a race. Now said, everybody, we are run. You now say, no, me, I'll not run, no. I just want to, let me go and meet Babalawo, and now, do so I will disappear. I will now appear at the finish line. Who will mark it? Who will mark the script? You see how it kind of looks wise. Oh, we have reached there. We have reached there. No, see, there is something that the process does to you. The process it's not just about the result. It's about what the process does to you. It's about what the process does. It's not about you. It's not about you getting there. It's not about you getting money. I told some people that if I give you 500,000 naira right now, you have results. You have 500 at least once in your lifetime. Like you got 500,000 naira once, bah. Oh, okay. Let me. Okay, for the different set of people that will be listening to this, I'm actually looking at a target audience in my mind presently. So let me switch and let me say 500 million. 500 million. If I give you 500 million right now, bah, you have the results. You have made 500 million in your lifetime. But listen to me. If that money eventually finishes, if the thing eventually finishes, you can never ever know how to make that 500 million naira again. The only thing you do is to come and start begging me again, and I will not give you again 500 million naira. Is it a joke? Is it 200 naira? See, there is something that the process does. Something. It drops it in your life. It drops it in your heart. Everybody should go through the process. Go through the process of life correctly. 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 A lot of people have, looked for shortcuts, bypassed their way, and they've gotten to the end. And they are still very young. And they're not like, so what is remaining? What else are we to do? What else are we going to do? You look at what you've done to yourself. I watched this movie, The Queen's Gambit. The Queen's Gambit. And this movie is the story of a little girl that her parents actually died. So she found herself in an accident. Her mother died in an accident, and so she found herself in the motherless baby's home. They were taking care of them, schooling them, and all of these things. And so she was actually, anytime they asked her to go and dust the duster, take away the chalk remnants and bring fresh ones and all of those things, she would see one man playing chess. And then one day she actually went to him and tell him, teach me. And the man taught her. The man kept teaching her. Every break time she would always go there, and the man kept teaching her, and she became something else. And then, so there was one drug she was taking. She was not like, it's the drug they give everybody, tranquilizer, to just make them tranquil, not to think about their family, not to think about, okay, so life, just to make them tranquil. And so this girl had a bad influence there. And then the girl told her, it's sweeter when you take it in threes. Take it 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't. If they give you one, keep it. And when they give you tomorrow, you cannot take both of them. So when she takes both of them, she starts to hallucinate. She starts to see things that are not there. She starts to hear things that are not there. Do you understand? But in her own case, she was just seeing things. So on her bed, she will be seeing chess on the ceiling, and she'll be playing it with somebody that she's not seeing. Like she and so she was learning to play, and so she was beating the man, an old man of maybe 60 years old. Let's say 50 to 60 years old. She was beating him. She was taken to schools. She beat all of them. She was the first school she went, the first invitation she went for. She beat. There's a kind of game that they play, and they do like maybe 20 people, only me versus 20 people. So I'm thinking of 20 different games, 20 different strategies. So the girl went round. She beat the best of the best of the best of the best. Even the master of the people that taught those people, she beat them. She finished everybody in her country, even though they didn't believe in her. Gradually she was beating everybody. And then I'm rushing it, right? The movie is a bit long, but she reached the 2 world best. Like, do you know what world best means? Like, I'm not saying country, I'm saying the world best, the overall world bests. 2 of them. She beat the first one. The second one beat her. She came back next year. They drew, and then she beat this guy. And then she now started to think, oh yeah, she was, as at the time, she was still like 16 or 17 years old. She had too much money. She had too much influence. Her face was everywhere on paper. I'm not saying it is not good, but I am saying that when you don't pass through the correct process, you will not know what to do with it when it finally comes. So she had too much money. You know what she was doing? She was always drinking alcohol with it. She didn't know what to use it for. Drinking alcohol, smoking, sleeping around. Drinking alcohol, smoking, sleeping around. Drinking alcohol, smoking, sleeping around. The cycle, like her eyes was literally black, like her eye sac was literally black. She didn't know what to do. She almost killed herself. She was depressed. So what is in life again? So will I live like this till I'm 60 years old? So she didn't know what to do again because she had bypassed the process. She was taking drugs. When people were learning, taking their time to learn, to do this, to do that, people take 20 years, 10 years. I'm not saying that speed is not important. Speed is important. But when you don't go through the process correctly, when you get the answer, when you get that result that you seek, you will not know what to do with it. You will never know what to do with it, because it will look that's why Yahoo boys, they don't have money. They are broke, and so when they I want to do Yahoo, I want to just defrauding people and collecting their money, and you see that they came from a poor background. They didn't have any business, nothing at all, and so they said they needed money. Okay, you have defrauded somebody, now you've collected 50 million naira. Oh yeah, use the 50 million naira. Oh yeah, use it for something. They will not do. They will use it to club. They will use it to do every other thing. And when that money finishes, their eye will now clear that, yay, I said I wanted to use that money for something. Oh yeah, let's go again. Working again. I know, see, in your mind, you might want to say, oh, there's some Yahoo boys that have, invested in this. I'm telling you, and I stand here, I've made my research. Oh my God. I am telling you, and I have made my research. You can please see, if you have proofs and stuff to prove me wrong, I beg you, come to my DM. I'm not bragging. I want to hear your thoughts. If you can prove me wrong about my own research, I'll tell you. I will. There is no Yahoo boy on the face of this earth. There is nobody that has defrauded anybody to get money that has done something great and that will ever do something great with that money. Full stop. Because see, you might think they start a business. Oh, they start real estate. Oh my God. Hey, oh my God. Say, you started real estate. He can never be poor in his life again. You are joking. See, the way he made his money, he made it quick. He didn't learn anything about patience. He didn't learn anything about closing deals. He didn't learn anything about nothing at all. No character development. No nothing at all. So that's business. Watch it vanish in 2 years' time. Watch the business vanish. That car. watch it vanish, because he didn't learn how to manage 5,000 naira. Then multiply it to 10,000 naira. We multiply it to 15,000 naira. We multiply it to 20, 21.5 to 22. He didn't learn proper management. So that car, watch it vanish. I'm using it as an example to you. When you don't go through the means correctly, when you don't go through process correctly, the result will come. It will come. It will come. I promise you. But you will not know what to do with it. You will not know what to do with it. So don't bypass the system. Don't bypass it. Go through it. Go through it correctly. Go through it correctly. Go through it correctly. Walk in the path that you should walk. If you have to go through, get divine speed and go through it correctly. There's a difference between results and report. This generation, we like result, and result is for short term, or let's say short-sighted people, myopic people. They have myopia. They can't see the long term, and they just believe that, oh my God, so the result is that's the cocoa, that's the this, that's the it's a joke. It's actually a joke. Results is not it. You can see where you need results is for short-term stuff. Okay. Oh, you need results. Okay, yeah. Oh, get this job. Short-term. But there's something called reports. There's something called reports. Okay, let me tell you. I don't know the definition word for word, but I have an understanding of the definition of a result. Yeah. So a result is more like the consequence, the effect, the aftermath, the product, the end. Do you understand? Of whatever you have done, the product of what you have done, right? That's the result. Either good or bad. Result of pregnancy out of wedlock, is still a result, right? The result of you running and doing it, and you got first or third, is still a result. Either good or bad. Result is the consequence or effect or product or end or whatever of what you have done. Now, reports. Report is, how do I put this now? Report is the documentation of tiny details and accounts of what you did to get a result. A report is powerful. It is those tiny documentations, this is what I did. See, ask any great man, how did you make your first 1 million? They will tell you. And that's why it can be replicable. That's why they will tell you, if I become poor again, I know how to climb up again. But any Yahoo boy become poor again, he will go and sell more of his life and his soul to the devil by getting soap and giving his life away. Thinking he does not know how to make it. It's just like they will not see the effects now. They will not see. It does not show early. Let's say I want more. Let me give an illustration. A businessman needs money. He needs 1 million naira. He went through the process, and then he got 1 million naira. This Yahoo boy gave a fingernail, his pinky finger. They cut it. Babalawo cut it, and oh my God, okay. He see his hand now. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 fingernails. The toes complete 10. Right? So he didn't. Nobody will feel it. He will still be able to press his phone, do all of these things and all of these things. Now, the man that made his 1 million naira perfect or with process and correctly, he ran down. But because of process, he has learned how to come up. He has learned how to make money, how to make that 1 million through patience, through character development, through correct management, through wisdom, through knowledge gaining, through clarity, through understanding. He learned how to get it, and so he got the 1 million naira again. And when the Yahoo boy runs down, you go and meet the Babalawo again. Baba, I need soap. I need more soap. Like, just give me. And the Baba, that soap, they will think it's not doing anything to them, but it's doing something. It's just like taking your finger. They've taken one finger He has given the Baba another finger. So he has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8. He has 8 fingernails now and 10 toes. And then anytime he runs down, anytime he goes broke again, he goes back to the Baba and they cut one finger. He's not feeling it. He can still type. You know, you can type with just one hand. You can still walk. You can walk with your 10 feet. Your 10 finger toes rather. Exactly. And so he goes back again. The Baba say, okay, one of your toe. You can still walk. Oh, 5 of your toes, you don't go. 7 of your toes, don't go. 8 of your toes, don't go. 10 of your toes. It is now it is now when you have no toe and 2 fingernails. That's when they will now realize that my life, and it is, you see, that's when they realize, and that's foolish. That's foolish. So don't prioritize in your life. Don't prioritize results. Prioritize reports. I asked people in one of my groups, the ISOCLs, I asked them, would you rather learn from somebody that has not really gotten the results, or would you rather learn something? Okay, let's say, would you rather learn wealth creation from somebody that is making money, but he's not wealthy yet, right? Or he's making money and is doing well, or you learn from somebody that has made wealth already? And most of them said, they will learn from most of them said they will learn from the person that has made the wealth already. He will teach from his well of knowledge, and this one he has experience, blah 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 blah. And it's good. It's actually good. But results can be deceptive. Results can be deceptive. That person that has not entered the wealth, if he is doing what is right, if he has a good report, is gaining clarity, he's a reader, he's a thinker, he's a this one, he's an investor, he thinks long term, he does this, he has good character, he has this, he honors people, he does this, he has God, he blah blah blah. If we get there, and if you cannot see beyond the result of people, to see their reports, then you are myopic. You are short-sighted. If you cannot see, if all you can see, this person, I want to learn from him. Yes, the person is good, but he's not. Oh, okay. I want to have a mentor. But I want my mentor to be like, I don't have any money now, so I don't want any mentor that does not have, let's say, 50 million or a company. You are just joking with yourself. You are joking with yourself. Oh, you don't have anything. You are broke. But I don't want any mentor that. I want my mentor to work in billions so that he will just carry me like this. You are joking with yourself. That person will not even carry you. Be somebody working in billions carry you, will not get anything. It's not possible. It's not possible. So you don't see or use your eye to look at the result alone. You look at reports. Reports are important. They are more important. See, through reports, you will get correct results. But a result in itself, you can do mago to get the answer. Just like you, I've done it many times. Mathematics question. Our master will say, do this. We will try. Me as Zainab, oh my God. We're the mathematicians of the class. We will do everything. Fraction, let's use fraction. Let's use this, or let's use indices. Let's use logarithm to solve it. Let's use them. We will do everything. We cannot solve. We will just say, we will get the answer. We have seen the answer at the back. Let's do what we can to try get 8. And we will get 8, but the process, it's not it. But the answer, every back of math. If you are not, maybe okay for the people that are not in Nigeria, because GLOMILONE is touching people that are not in Nigeria. So for those that are not in Nigeria, most of Nigerian textbooks, English textbooks, SS1, SS2, SS3, SS, JSS, SS2, SS, they have the answers at the back just in case, so that you can cross-check and so you can confirm your answer. Do you understand? So you don't, so I don't know why, but so you can just confirm and cross-check your answer. Do you understand? So we have the answers at the back. So We check it. If you see that we've tried all our best and we are not getting it, we check the answer. 8 abi. Let's just draw whatever we can. Let's put comma and this one 5 times 2 minus 3. Everything. Let's just do it to get 8. The workings is not correct, but the answer is correct. So results can be deceptive. Results can be cornered. Results can be magoed. But report contains the details. It contains the details, correct details. Okay, that's why mathematics teachers they don't mark. If you see any mathematics teacher that mark just the answer, final answer, nice on 5. That person is not a mathematics. He's not a mathematics teacher. That person is not a mathematics. Mathematics teacher mark the report, not the results. And you see, if you get all the workings correctly, and you probably just do the last thing to get the final answer, you now do 2 times 3. You now wrote 12 instead of 6. They will give you, in fact, if instead of 5 over 5, they will give you 4.5 over 5 for real. I'm not even joking, because the reports are correct, but the results, there was an error there. But if you get the if you get the results without getting the reports, they will cancel it. They will now call you out and still beat you in the staff room. Go through the correct process. Go through the correct process. Go through the correct process of life. Go through the correct process. Let me tell you one story. Okay, yeah, I told you I was going to tell you a story of my boss, but let me tell you one story. This guy's name is Moses, and so he was instructed by God to, I will just, rush this one so I can go into other stuff. He was instructed by God to go in to lead a large number, let's just say 1,000 people from captivity to where God wants them to be, right? He was instructed by God to lead these people. Do you understand? So he was leading them, and so they passed through many things. Was he hunger? And then Moses, called God, God, hungry, and then God was always giving them food, like food was dropping from heaven. God wrought wonders, like in their sight, not like there was somebody that now went to go and cook the food. No, it was falling from heaven, from the sky, like it was dropping. They continued to trek, go, and then they saw an ocean, a very mighty, the Red Sea, and so Moses, they asked Moses, say we will not turn back and go back to where we are coming from. Like this. Moses said, no, let me ask God first. God, what are we going to do? And God said, stretch your rod to the river, and he did, and the rod, it parted, it opened, and they walked on dry ground, like the floor was dry. They had to go through what was formerly called the Red Sea, water, ocean, sea, plenty body of water. They went through it. And God continues to keep them. And then one day, one faithful day came, and I don't know why people say one faithful day, but let's continue. Don't let this confuse me. Okay, so one day came and they needed water. Everybody needed water. Everybody was thirsty, and they told Moses that we are thirsty, and Moses said, okay, let me ask God what to do. And God said, speak to the rock, and water will come out. And then the people were making noise, and they were like, we need water, Joe. Moses. Imagine 1,000 people saying, fast now, what's doing you now? Everybody talking, shouting, and raging, Imagine 1,000 people doing that. And so Moses came back, and God said, speak to the rock, and water will come out. But Moses did not speak. You know what Moses did? He went to hit the rock with his rod. He hit it, and you know what? Water came out. Hallelujah, somebody. Water came out of the rock. Is that not what we are looking for? So why did God say speak to the rock? Even when hitting the rock can, but hitting the rock was not the correct procedure, was not the correct process to getting water. It was not the correct means to getting water. But he hit it, and he got results. You see result and reports now. He has failed the whole workings, but he got the answer correctly. Remember my analogy with mathematics in my secondary school days. He failed the walk-ins and got the answer. He got water. They got water. Everybody was happy. Water, hey. But God told him, I told you to speak to the rock, but you hit it. And God told him that, I told you to carry these people to this place, to that other place that I have promised them, right? You will not be the one to do it. As simple as that. And so God employed him before, but God now sacked him. It's a true life story. I'm not even joking. It's a true life story. It happened in this life. Yes, this world. God sacked him. And again, if you still believe that hearing from God is not, I mean, maybe it's one thing that you must have to fly and do. No, it's not that dramatic. It's closer to you than your skin, than even yourself. It's closer to you than you. It's closer to you than your shirt. He wants to talk to you. So, but that's not the subject matter for today. So Moses lost his job with God. He lost his job with the kingdom of heaven. But he got water. The people were hailing him that, see water, see our water plenty. Hey, water no dey finish. Oh, I mean, but he failed. But he had the results. But he failed. You see how powerful it is. That everybody's looking for money. Everybody's trying to do this. Everybody's trying to get educated. But you didn't get. Everybody's trying to go through school, do this, do that. You said, no, I'm not doing. You went to cut somebody's head. Boom. We are do this. You now have the money. You're not like, oh my God. See, you will have that money and not know what to do with it. You will have that money and not know what to do with it. You have that money and think, is this why I was suffering before? It's not even. See, there's something about the soul of the human. I don't want to go into this. And this is the episode where I can't go into. There's something about the soul, soul, of the human. Well, it is like if you continue to feed it will not end. It will not end. It wants more. It's always more. See, you see this thing about humans. You will want more. If you are doing this thing every day, you will get tired. That's your soul. That's the human nature. Your soul wants something new, something more, something okay. Oh yeah, let's go. And so, that money ritual that you did the other time is not enough. It seems like I'm not satisfied. The Babalawo now tell you. I'm just using Babalawo now for example. See, results and reports, they are beyond Babalawo, they are beyond Yahoo boys, and they are beyond Mago. No, they are beyond all of those things. It is when you do not do the correct things that you are supposed to do. The correct things that you are supposed to do. I'm thinking of an example now. It is when you do not do the correct things that you are supposed to do in the correct order. You might get the results, but you are failed. You are failed in life. A lot of people have failed in life, but they have plenty money. And you know what people of the world do? They will hail that person that person is successful in life, is living a successful life, because they cannot see. They are not the owner of life. They are not the manufacturer of the marking script and the marking etiquette and all of these things. They are not the manufacturer, so they will just say things. And if you allow your head to hey, I want to say wood. if you allow your head to swell by the people that did not create the process, nor the the marking script or scheme, going down. Hi. So I'm just using Babalawo because and people that don't understand Babalawo, native doctor, right? Yes, I'm just using all of these things, Yahoo boys and all of these things. For example, it's not like they are the only things. If you don't do what you're supposed to do correctly, you are still missing out in the equation. Let me give you another analogy. there is a race and 7 people has to run. 7 people. Now they put them on the race, on the lane, on your marks. Everybody get set, go, pull. Everybody start running, and this guy is the fastest and is the one that reached the finish line first. But in fact, see, he reached the finish line 7 minutes before every other person could get there. But this guy did not run on his lane. Let me tell you what happened. Let me explain again. He reached the finish line first. In fact, 7 minutes before others. But he was not on his lane. He left his lane to somebody else's lane, and he won on somebody else's lane. I told you that there are 7 people on the race. See, this guy, even if he was the first person to cross the finish line, the next person will be the first, the next person will be the second, third, fourth, and he will not have any position because he did not run the race. It's not like he will be the last or he will be the number 7th. No, he will not be the number 7th. He was evicted, he was commuted, he was removed from the race. That's what happened. So if you think Ashebi will still come last, even if anything that was no. He was removed. He was not part of the race at all. Because he ran on somebody else's race. I told you I would just say Yahoo, I would just say, now, if you are not living your life and you are living the life of somebody that like you are living the life of somebody else, you want to become like this person. Oh my God, I want to. You are now. See, you are not in life at all. You are not alive. As simple as that. Full stop. Seek help. Run and look for help. Go and find help. If you notice that my life is totally about impressing this person. I just want to impress this person. You are not living. You are not living your life. You are not coming. Like you are not in the race. You have missed it. Yes, you might get results. People might clap for you. See, this guy is doing like this guy. It shows that this guy is really, really mentoring this guy. But you know that you are not living your life. You're living another person's life. Seek help, Seek help, because you are like that guy that entered another person's lane and won, but was not counted as a part of the match or as a part of the race, or athletes rather. Seek help. Let me tell you my boss's story in just maybe 2 to 3 minutes. I have the liberty to share it because I know that it will be in his best interests. Right? It will be in his best interests. Because see, I went to learn computer graphic design specifically. And one of the things that he was about was not just learning the skill, but was also learning morals. And he was the first person that I heard about purpose from. Purpose. It was always about purpose. And it was always about the fact that he missed it. And that's the story I want to tell you. He missed it in his early days. He missed, and that's one of the people that God laid in my heart to put as the target audience for GLOMILONE. See, if you think GLOMILONE has started, you don't know anything. You don't know what. Even me, I don't even know what is coming. So talk more of you. You see the gap now. Yes. If you think GLOMILONE has started, we have not said anything. I promise you. So there are 3. Don't let me go over it again. Okay, but there are 3 target audience of GLOMILONE. Number 1, people that don't know about purpose at all. They don't know about purpose at all. Number 2, the people that know about purpose, but they need some probably nitty-gritties. They need to learn some certain things to help them get amplified. They are slowing down. They are getting weak. They are getting tired in their work. They are getting tired of working in purpose and all of this. They need help. They need support. They need finances. They need resources. Those are our target audience. And number 3, people that have given up, or they are losing hope, or they've lost hope. They don't think that they can live a purposeful life again. They believe that they've wasted their youth and it is gone. But my master he almost wasted his, or let me say he wasted most parts. But I will not call it, he's still a youth because he's living out his youthful days right now. Let me just say almost. He almost wasted his youthful years. He was born and brought up. Was he Agege? I don't know. Please, I don't want to go into that details. Well, one thing I heard, like they were like street guys, always all this Fuji, anything Igbadun, anything this thing, they are there, anything Fuji, party, this one, this singing, they are there, always partying around, always just living, just going. This friend will come and say, Jamalo, where are we going to meet them? They will just carry themselves, go and just go around and just go around and just go around, and no destination. They were like that, so much so that like they were part of those people that don't worry, don't let me say this. So like he in his own words, right? I'm not saying it. See, I'm saying this because I've heard it more than 10 times. More than 10 times. Like he really hates the fact that he wasted those years, and so he does not want any youth. And so that's why he actually sets up an event every year, and I commend him for that every year. See, when he has money or he does not have money, that event must happen. It's called Focus. And I always try to be there every year. I always try. I've only missed, was it once? Yes. I'm always like the anchor, always playing a huge function in that event, supporting my mom, because I know the vision. I know the vision that this man has. He does not want any youth to repeat that mistake. Doing this, all this, oh my God. I don't want to go into all of these things, but I will just say that he spent a lot of time doing nonsense, doing nothing. And when it was time for him to get delivered, he was tired of that life. He was tired of that life. That life did not want to let him go. They will so come. He told us a story where he was in church, and then they will come with masquerade and tell them, we are looking for our guy, like they are looking for him, like he should come, and he's not church, he's not here that he belongs to them. He's their guy now. They have been doing this, and it will be a fight, like a war, before he got liberated. And now that he has seen the light, oh my God, this man is reading like crazy. He's reading books. He's the person that actually instilled the fire of reading books, learning like crazy. Like he will tell you, how many books have you read in your life? Like, read books. He can have a session of 5 hours with you, talking with you, when there's no light to work on the system. We went for computer training, but when there's no light, we will not be there. We will not be just shouting or talking. No, he's there having talks with us, talking. He can. Oh my God, there was one Saturday like this. It was maybe, I think, Ileya period, but I went to the place of work, and most Muslims did not come, so it was just a few people, and it was like, let's just have a but I enjoyed it. It was from like 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. We're sitting down. This man was when you are talking, you don't have anything to say again. You now open a book and read and explain that part. Talk about it, explain, use your life story, talk about it, make us understand, and then we are now understand that part. You will now continue reading the book and explain and continue. We're there from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. before NEPA brought lights and before we went to work. So see, I from that those times I felt the hunger, I felt the pain of this man. I didn't see a lot of people who always complain, a lot of people who always stand up and go, a lot of people wants to just, but yes, it was not easy because I had never sat for those long hours before in my life. It was not easy. 10 are you joking with me? We sessions for like 2 hours, 3 hours. We talk. Master will be talking, but I felt this burden. I understood the burden, And I understood where he was coming from. And I honor this man so much. So he did not get let's say he did not get the reports. He didn't at the time he didn't have a good report. But in his eye, he was actually a backup singer for one famous Fuji musician back then. But he just knew that he was getting results. Everybody was really like it was popular in the whole community. Imagine when you go here, this woman greet you, that one greet you, this one shouting your name, that one is great. That was it for them those days. But he knew that there was something more. And so he had results. The result of popularity, the result of fame, and maybe little change, when they were doing party, they were always, set apart rights and this for them, the boys and, all of this. Those were the results of those times. But he knew that there was something more. He knew that he had missed it. And boom, he changed path. And now he understands. And now he runs every single day. He runs every single day, striving to learning from anybody. Even if it's a 2-year-old child out there, he has called me many times to tell me to teach him. Oh, teach me this thing, teach me that thing. I learned humility. A man that has given birth to 4 children, that's the last born. He's only the last born I can claim that I am older than with a few years rather. It's only the last born, and this man is saying I should teach him. What do I have to offer? This man is learning because he understands that he has wasted here. So I said that to say this. If you feel like you wasted time, if you feel like you have wasted, you switched paths for result. You are after result. You are after just make money. After just make this, just make that, just do this, just do that. If you're after that and not after what mattered, you can still turn back. There is hope for you. There is hope for a tree as far as it is still planted. It will live and not die. It will live and not die. There is hope. 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 There is hope for you. 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 So please live a correct life. Live a life worth emulating. Live a life that people can look at and call a correctly lived life. Don't be about the result, don't be about the money, don't be about the fame alone. No. Through the reports, through correct reports, you will get results. But if you go after results, you will get it. But it will look like rubbish in your eyes, and it will not mean anything to you. Please, let's do things correctly from henceforth. And I continue to pray for you, and I pray that God help you to live correctly and to do things correctly henceforth. Amen. Take care of yourself. See you in the next episode.